Why do y'all think you need to make something affordable? Who told you you need to do that? You want to charge less, but for some reason you want to pay more. There's a problem with that because you'd be broke. There's a reason why I like to work with very successful people, because they think like I think. So you have to change your mindset, your outlook, your pricing, your positioning if you want to attract the buyers who also see the same value as you. Get into the mind of the buyer and ask them what do they want as a result of hiring you. Because if we give them what they want, then it starts to march towards becoming an irresistible offer. And if you're willing to sit through the pain with me, I'll show you how to change your really boring ho-hum offer to something that creates opportunities for you. Irresistible offer is an offer so good, people would be silly to say no. But most of you can't talk about what you do, can't package it in a way that's compelling to people. For the past few days, what we've done is we've built an ideal client profile. Somebody you would love to work with, right? That's a horrible person, but let's just say that's a person, yeah? We have an ICP, ideal client profile. We know what their wants, needs, hopes, and fears are. We know their demographics and their psychographics. What we need to do is figure out what they want in life. Because if we give them what they want, and they have the means to give us this thing that we care about, so we can continue doing this for more people, then it starts to march towards becoming an irresistible offer. I have, what here's 1, 2, 3, 4 prompts for you, and we're gonna design the offer, okay? Here's what we do. Who's your ICP?
Small to mid-sized businesses.
Small to mid-sized business, what do they do annually?
Hopefully at least $500,000.
500K. Anybody here do roughly $500,000 a year? Would you consider spending $6,000 on an identity system? It seems like on a personal level, you might go for this, but I talk to attorneys who do at least this, they start choking around this amount.
You think it's too much?
I think they're not making enough money yet. I would say 750 and up.
Yeah.
It's kind of arbitrary, but let's just say that, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Yeah. What is the dream outcome that they want? You know what the dream outcome that Nicole wants?
She wants leads and business.
She wants leads. She wants to grow her social following to get more leads. Right?
Right.
Okay. What does brand identity or identity design, what is the dream outcome for the person who's buying this? You sell identity design, right?
Yes.
Okay, identity design. What do you make? Like,
Logo, branding, typography.
Okay. Don't use the word branding.
Sorry.
Logo, type, colors,
applications, social posts,
social,
secondary elements.
Okay, patterns, textures, those kind of things?
Exactly.
Perfect. Why does anybody want that? What is the result of them having that?
Style. Coolness.
Okay, that's real. We understand. Style, cool, something you don't have to be embarrassed by, ashamed of. Have an identity that isn't, you don't feel ashamed to show people. Yeah. That's a real result, by the way. Did you just see what we just did there?
Well, I understood the reference once you start talking about the shoes.
Oh, okay, so that helped.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, very good. So once we touch, sometimes a feeling can be a very powerful thing that you're selling.
Absolutely.
Very few people actually have an identity that they feel is reflective of their values and their tastes. So what we do is have an identity system that's ID, that's reflective of your tastes and values and identity, how you see yourself. Now, notice I didn't use like continuing education or any weird like tech ed integration implementation. Vision, planning, mapping, strat. Like, no, those are all Anglo-Saxon words, all right? Matches your taste, reflects your values. That's worth something. How many people would want that? That you're actually, yeah, more hands are coming up, proud to show. How can you increase the perceived certainty of outcome? That's a lot of complex words, okay? Now, what is that risk? When you hire a designer to work on your identity system, what is the fear that they have? Or you can say it, Lucy, do you have a fear? List your fears.
My fear is they're just not going to get it right. It's
okay,
not who we are. Like,
right, you're going to get it wrong. Okay, let's use more words here, okay?
The identity is just not going to match.
Not match? Great. There's something else. It's called waste what?
Waste time and money.
Time and money. Maybe you feel really frustrated, right? They just don't get me, yeah? First, we can identify what they're afraid of, and then we can try to address them. It's going to take too long, too many rounds. I don't have time for this. I don't know what I want. Those are all things, yes?
Yeah, these are the main
well,
ones.
you need to voice those things so we know that you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what I want. Sometimes they're just afraid you're just too good for them. That's for real. I'm keeping it real right now. As a kid, I'm keeping a buck right now, right?
Okay. Usually, yeah, I think that one's a cop out typically, just because it's like too expensive.
No. So you need to understand the person who you're selling to has not bought a lot of identity systems before. In fact, this might be the one and only or the second one they've done, right? Okay. How have they been screwed over before? You got to know your customer.
Paid too much, didn't work out, didn't get the vision right.
Bill of goods, sold a bill of goods. You heard of that term? Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
They talked a good game, did not deliver.
Didn't respond.
That's perfect. Non-responsive.
Ghosted
That's
the
excellent,
project.
actually. Ghosted is a great term, ghosted. Okay. All those are good. Yeah? Not what I expected, all that kind of stuff. Not match. We've identified them. Now that we know all the pain in the red, let's go to solutions mode there. Mm-hmm. How can we increase the perceived certainty of outcome? What assurances can you provide? So you need to address these specific things. Pick one, give me the solution for it.
Waste my time so I can show what a typical timeline looks like.
Clear timeline?
Yeah.
How much time? Okay, 1 month. Okay.
Well, like I do mood boarding, right? So I talk visually towards their preferences or visual preferences.
Okay. So we'll start with the mood board.
Discovery call, yeah.
Okay,
intro,
we'll do
intro
discovery
call or intro call. Providing first pass.
Okay. First initial design.
Yep.
How many concepts do they see?
2.
Okay. Design concepts. Okay, we'll stop here. They're going to see 2. Okay. Now, you said kickoff. Somebody said initial call. Notice I wrote discovery. Why do we use the word discovery versus initial call or kickoff? Okay, feels collaborative. Thanks, Zach. What else?
You're getting them to tell you and look for what they want and feel.
This is result-based. The other is just a description. Same meeting, different feeling about it. Who wants to get on an intro call? Who wants to get on a kickoff call? Who wants to get on a discovery call? Some people. I want to discover something. Language matters, okay? Mood board is what you do. What they get is alignment. So call 2 is about alignment, and this is what we're going to do when I provide you with a mood board. So don't talk about what you do. Talk about the outcome of what you do. This is very important, okay? People don't buy press-on nails. They want to show off to their girlfriends. It's a date night. It's a this. It's a that. Give them the result, not what you do, okay? Otherwise, we run the risk of talking about the foam insert, the leather overlays, and how comfortable our shoes are. Style. Affordable style. Urban. Affordable urban style. Now we know what we want, okay? So the next one is design concepts. You might call it something, I don't know what it is, because that's still what you do, not the result of what you do, okay? So we can continue with this and keep exploring, turn over every stone. What can I do to remove risk from Lucy? Now, Lucy, I'm still thinking you're probably still nervous to buy from him. Lucy, what else can he do to assure you this is going to turn out great? Because once bitten, twice shy.
I'm thinking more of like a checklist with a timeline to kind of say, okay, this is where we're at, this is where we're going, and kind
What
of
do we
like,
call that?
I'm just thinking checklist.
We'll call that a roadmap.
Roadmap. Okay, sounds better.
Are you playing the game I'm playing? Who wants a checklist? No one. Who wants a roadmap? I do.
Yes.
Okay? Here's what I would do. I would insert a exit clause. If we do the mood board and you feel we're totally off, we'll exit. I'll refund your money. So that's MBG, money back guarantee, that you can leave at that point. How can we reduce the time to result?
Faster communication.
Okay?
So the faster
get me
you
on
can
board faster.
the faster than you can approve my
So,
direction,
This is fantastic.
then we can get it done.
You only need 24 hours to bang out something good. The rest of it is all this garbage. So what can we do to optimize the garbage such that we can do this faster? Pick any part of the process that's high friction, and then let's talk about it, and we'll design something, and you can shrink this time.
Getting
Okay?
those mood boards, getting the direction approved.
Okay, how many mood boards do you present?
4 concepts.
Let's do 3.
Okay.
It's the paradox of choice. Moving forward, you're going to do 3.
Okay.
1 is too few, 4 is probably too many. Because all of a sudden, like, oh, I like too many things, I'm confused. 3, yeah? And then we don't move forward until you identify a direction that you like, okay? So you have option 1, you have option 2, you have option 3. And my process works if you can respond in 24 hours. You have 1 business day to respond, okay? From that, if you pick one direction and then we do an initial design, once you approve that, I can finish in 24 hours. You get it? So you take the parts that are most frustrating and you design a process to solve that, and now you can have a go-to-market logo much faster that's fully aligned, that removes the risk. I like this even better because if they bail on this part, you're done, and that's happening really fast, so your whole pipeline isn't tied up.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with this. It's mostly just like, now we're at the revisions. So this is already like 3 days, 4 days.
Yep.
Then we have, let's call it the weekend, right?
What is this concept? The weekend?
No, it's just like
The number one streaming artist on Spotify?
Time goes on. Now we got the weekend, and then we're on to week 2, and revisions start. Like that's why that's 30 days. It's just this is like typical.
Why don't you give them the option?
I do.
What's the option?
I said I can get this done today if you give me approval.
That's not really the option. I want you to design systems, okay?
Yeah.
That's a conversation. I have 2 options for you.
Yeah.
Option 1, we can do this in 30 days. Option 2, we can do this in 14 days. Are you interested in option 2? What would they say? Yes. Almost everybody's going to say yes. Okay, here's how option 2 works. You must make decisions. We cannot go beyond 2 revisions, and we're done. If not, you pay me more. Are you cool? Cool. Anything that takes more than 14 days, now you build another 2K. Is that okay?
I like it.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
You see now, you're anticipating all of what they're thinking, and you've designed through the whole thing. Yeah? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Does that work for you so far? But some people actually want it faster, and I want to help you remove friction in case they want it faster.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I can do this under the condition of and make sure it's really clear.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then ask for the permission to remind them that they're breaking the covenant. That way you won't feel like the bad person. Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So everything you can do to make it easier. So we're going to map that out, right? Number 1 is you're going to have like a logo style, like alignment onboarding thing, right? So you're going to provide them logos to pick from, yeah? And once they pick and they know the budget that they're working with, they can book a call with you, okay? And they don't have to do much else. And you can actually give them 2 options of 14 days or 30 days. And they can pick. Totally cool. So this is not an irresistible offer yet, but you keep working on this, and eventually it'll become really, really tight. That's the idea.